very good evening. Welcome to State of Business on our television. I'm Ashington Veerasinghe. Let's have a look at the headlines first. Government offers open invitation for international business giants to invest in Sri Lanka. Providing employment to graduates and low-income earners resumes from September 2nd. News in detail. Newly appointed State Minister of Finance, Capital Markets and Public Enterprise Reforms, Ajit Niwad Cabral states that new government is interested on attracting international business giants to Sri Lanka through foreign direct investments. Thus, Cabral brought forward a detailed roadmap to economic recovery, resuming duties of his new state ministerial portfolio.
ඉතින් අපේ දැන් තියෙන අරමුණ තමයි නැවත වරක් මේ ආර්ථිකය නැගිටවීම. ඒත් එක්කම අපේ රටේ ආර්ථිකයේ කෙරෙහි විශ්වාසය ගොඩනැගීමට COVID-19 හරහා සිදු වී තිබෙන ඒ අභියෝගයට මුහුණ දෙන්නට පැහැදිලි ප්‍රතිපත්ති ඉදිරිපත් කිරීමට ඒවා ඉක්මනින් සහ ඉතාමත්ම කාර්යක්ෂමව ක්‍රියාවේ යෙදීම ඒත් සමගම ලෝකයක් සමග සම්බන්ධ වෙලා අපේ ඒ සමගම අපේ රටේ ජාතිකත්වයත් ආරක්ෂා කරගෙන ඉදිරියට යන එක තමයි අපිට තිබෙන මූලික අභියෝග හැටියට මම දකින්නේ. ඒතකොට නැවත අපේ රටේ ව්‍යාපාර කෙරෙහි, මූල්‍ය ආයතන කෙරෙහි, බැංකු කෙරෙහි තිබෙන විශ්වාසය ගොඩනැගීම සඳහා අපි කටයුතු කීපයක්ම කරන්නට බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා. ඒ සමගම බිඳ වැටී තිබෙන මූල්‍ය ආයතන නැවත නගා සිටුවීමටත් අපිට කාර්යභාරයක් වෙන් කළ දීලා තිනවා. එයත් ඒ ආකාරයෙන්ම කරන්නට මා බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා. මම හිතන්නේ මූල්‍ය ආයතන 5ක් නැත්නම් 6ක් දුර්වල වෙලා ඒවා කඩා වැටෙන තත්ත්වයට ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා. රටක ආර්ථිකයක් ගොඩනගන්නකොට රටේ තියෙන මූල්‍ය ආයතන කඩා වැටෙනවා නම් ඒක සිදු වෙන්න බෑ. ඒ නිසා අපි ඒ ගැන කටයුතු කරන්නට අවශ්‍යයි. ජාත්‍යන්තර ව්‍යාපාර ප්‍රමුඛයන් අපි මේ රටට ආකර්ෂණය කර ගන්නට ඕනේ. අපි පෝට් සිටි එක හදලා අපි තවත් ජාත්‍යන්තර දේවල් වලට සම්බන්ධ වෙන්නේ අපේ රටට අලුත් ආයෝජන ගලා එීම සඳහා. ඒව හදන්නේ නිකන් නෙමෙයි.
In the meantime, newly appointed Minister of Ports and Shipping, Rohitha Begunawardena, assumed duties in his office today morning after invoking blessings from Mahasangha. Minister of Education, Professor G.L. Piris and several other dignitaries were also present at the event. President's media unit announces that President Gotabaya Rajapaksa has directed the officials to go ahead with the delayed new employment project for 150,000 graduates and low-income earners. Employment opportunities for the selected graduates were given in February this year. However, the initiative was suspended as per the directive of the Election Commission due to the general election. President Gotabaya Rajapaksa, upon being elected to power in November 2019, introduced a program to provide employment for 50,000 graduates and 100,000 low-income earners. The acceptance of applications and the selection of appropriate candidates concluded on the first week of February 2020. However, the awarding of jobs was thereafter temporarily halted in view of the general elections, which was held on 5th of August 2020 on the instructions of the National Election Commission. The President's Media Division said graduates who already received their appointments are requested to report for duty to their nearest divisional secretariat on the 1st of September. A multitask development task force has already been set up to implement the employment opportunities for another 100,000 low-income earners as per the President's election manifesto of Vision for the Prosperity. President's Media Unit also announced that the list of graduates selected under the process will be issued on the President's official website on this Sunday, while the letter of appointments will be posted from Monday. Provision of employment opportunities for low-income earners will be implemented with effect from the 2nd of September. Chairman of HCP Consulting and advisor for Sri Lanka Chamber of Small and Medium Industries, Chaminda Kumarasiri, states that government's decision on restricting the imports is commendable since it empowers the domestic production, which can ultimately add greater value to the national economy. Thus, joining the Art Television's Biz Roundup special edition discussion, Chaminda Kumarasiri added that society needs to nurture the mindset change to encourage the entrepreneurs without putting them down.
One of the biggest barriers that these local industries had was the imports, because with the opening up of the economy in 1977, if you go back to history, only in 1977 you have exports above imports. Since then, up until June this year, it's another record-breaking situation, we had imports exceeding exports. And in fact, it was double, right? Imports was double the exports figure. So it was a big gap that we were looking at. And also, we were importing almost everything. I would say there are a lot of unnecessary things as well. We even import brooms, we import kites, you name it, we import anything. So because our local industries don't have that scalability, economies of scale, all these advantages, you can't compete with these Chinese manufacturers and other low-cost manufacturers. So the ban on import was one of the major decisions and a timely decision by the government, which all of us need to appreciate, because that helped a lot for local industries to survive. When you say I'm doing my own business, because we need to first change that mindset and bring dignity into the picture, right? We need to tell these people, when you have your own business, you are the boss, you are a CEO, you can be the chairman, you don't have anyone above you. That is one pride you can have. When you have something on your own, you are an employer, you create jobs.
Art Television's Biz Roundup special edition discussion with the chairman of HCP Consulting and advisor for Sri Lanka Chamber of Small and Medium Industries, Charminda Kumarasiri, will be aired on this Sunday at 7 p.m. Stay tuned for more news after this short break. Welcome back after the break. Newly appointed Minister of Power Dallas Alahaperuma says that the Ceylon Electricity Board incurs a daily loss of 250 million rupees and requested the assistance of each and every one to turn it into a profitable entity. Assuming the duties at the ministry, he also stressed that he is new to the subject and needs to learn it first.
දැන් මට මේ මොහොතේ කිව්වේ දවසකට මිලියන 250ක පමණ දෛනික අලාභයක්. ඒ කියන්නේ බිලියන 85ක පමණ වාර්ෂික අලාභයක් නේ. අපි විදුලි බල මණ්ඩලය විදියට අත්පත් කර ගන්නවා. ඒ නිසා මේවා මහජනතාවගේ බදු මුදල් අපිට පුළුවන් මේ අභියෝගයට ආදරය කරන්න. මම දේශපාලඥයෙක් විදියට, කනිෂ්ඨ දේශපාලඥයෙක් විදියට මගේ ජීවිතය පුරාවටම අභියෝගයන්ට ප්‍රේම කරපු කෙනෙක්. අභියෝගයන්ට ආදරය කරපු කෙනෙක්. දැන් මේක සාකච්ඡා කරමු. මේකට අලුත් වෙන්න ඕන තැන්වලදී අලුත් වෙමු. නව නූතනත්වය හඳුන්වලා දෙන්න ඕන තැන්වලදී නූතනත්වය හඳුන්වලා දෙමු. වෙනස් වෙන්න ඕන තැන්වලදී වෙනස් වෙමු. මේ අභියෝගයන් බාර ගන්න. මම ඔබට ඔබේ කණ්ඩායම් නායකය වෙලා තියෙනවා. හැබැයි අපි දන්නවා ක්‍රිකට් වලින් බැලුවත් කැප්ටන් කොච්චර හොඳ නම් තනියම මැච් එකක් දිනන්න බෑ ලේකම. හොඳ ටීම් එකක් ඉන්නවා. මගෙන් දැන් කරන්නේ මොකද්ද කියලා අහන්න යන්න එපා. මම ඒක කියන්න දන්නේ නැහැ දැන්. අවංකව මම ඒක කියන්න දන්නේ නැහැ. ඉතින් මම ඉස්සෙල්ලා මේක ඉගෙන ගන්න ඕනේ. මම ඒක අභියෝගයක් විතර බාර ගන්නවා. මට ඒ මම විෂය අධ්‍යයනයක් කරනවා. මට ඒක අවංකව මේකට මඟ පෙන්වන්න. කඳවුරු තියාගන්න එපා. බෙදීම අවශ්‍ය නැහැ. රට විනාශ වෙලා තියෙන්නේ මේ පාත් මම මුලින් කිව්ව වචනයමයි. ගෝත්‍රික බෙදීම නිසා. අපි එක ටීම් එකක් විදියට වැඩ කරන්නේ. මම බුද්ධ සමිතිවලුත් ඒ ඉල්ලීම කරනවා. ඊටාම ගෞරවයෙන්.
Bringing forward the weekly analysis of the stock market trading of the country, investment institution First Capital Holding states that the index went beyond the psychological resistance level of 5,200 on Wednesday, which is a high witnessed after 5 months. Moreover, First Capital is in the view that the selling side of the market will subsidize in these coming days with the release of the election results and political stability.
The fresh week of trading started with the index falling within the red zone as selling pressure was seen on selected banking and capital good counters, hence overpowering the buying interest witnessed on selected plantation counters. Thereafter, the market gathered an upward momentum as a result of better than expected quarterly earnings, which sustained the drive in the green zone backed by political solidarity. On Wednesday, the index went beyond the psychological resistance level of 5,200, a high witnessed after 5 months. Turnover was mainly dominated by Big Cap, John Keir's Holdings, and the 3 top-tier banks, Commercial Bank, Hatton National Bank, and Sampath Bank. We also witnessed the year-to-date net foreign outflow surpassing the Rs 25 billion market, while foreign participation continued to be at a minimum. With the release of better than expected quarterly earnings on most counters, we expect the market to maintain a positive drive and heavy interest to continue to flow on banking counters and selected plantation counters. We expect foreign activity to continue to a lackluster mode while expecting retail activity to flourish. We expect the sell side to subside with the release of results.
We are half an year from World Health Organization declaring the COVID-19 outbreak a public health emergency of international concern. At this juncture, addressing the regular COVID-19 press briefing, WHO Chief Dr. Ghebreyesus stresses that a blend of development assistance and additional financing from stimulus packages to fund this effort is the best solution for the crisis.
We're half a year from WHO sounding its highest alarm by declaring the COVID-19 outbreak a public health emergency of international concern. At the time, on 30 January, there were just 100 cases outside of China and no deaths. Since then, there has been an exponential rise in cases, and every country in the world has been impacted. IMF estimates the pandemic costs the global economy $375 billion a month and predicts a cumulative loss to the global economy over 2 years of over 12 trillion US dollars. The best solution for everyone is a blend of development assistance and additional financing from stimulus packages to fund this effort. And this blend of financing is the best solution right now because it's the fastest way to end the pandemic and ensure a swift global recovery. We live in a globalized economy, and countries are dependent on each other for goods and services, transportation and supply. If we don't get rid of the virus everywhere, we can't rebuild economies anywhere.
Stay tuned for stock updates after this short break. Welcome back after the break. The trading at Colombo Stock Exchange ended on a positive note today. The all-share price index gained 26.38 points to close at 5,261.99 and the S&P SL 20 gained 22.98 points to close at 2,320.1. The turnover was 3.4 billion rupees and over 119 million shares were traded. Up next are forex rates. That's all the news for today. See you on this Sunday at 7 p.m. with Biz Roundup Special Edition discussion. Until then, take care.